Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for Season 3, Episode 20, the Season 3 finale for The Fosters. This time the title of the episode is Kingdom Come. And yeah, we are back. We are ready for the final episode of The Fosters, of Season 3 of The Fosters. Honestly, with that ending, it really broke my heart. You know, I think his name is Jack, right? I just feel terrible because, like, this kid deserves so much more, you know, and of course, like, Lena and everyone, like, they can't adopt every single person, every single kid in the foster system. I guess if they had enough money to do so, they will do it. You know, if they could provide for all of them, I think they will do it, you know, if they have a bigger house. Because that's who they are, you know. But sadly, that's not the reality. That's not how it is, you know. And it makes me feel extremely sad, you know. Another thing that makes me feel sad is how tragic of a love story Brandon and Callie have, and how much I believe, beyond shipping them or not, like how I will have loved to see them getting their happy ending together, but it feels like it's not in the cards for them, you know. They were meant to be this tragic love story, and they are, you know. But yeah, we're gonna see what this episode has in store for us, what we're gonna do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys continue supporting for more. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you love The Fosters. Subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. You can go to Patreon to watch the full uncut extended version for this reaction and so much more. So in case you guys want to do that, link as always will be in the description down below. By the time I'm posting this on YouTube, I'm probably already done. Well, not probably. I am done with Season 3, probably on Season 4. So if you want to have a few more episodes ahead, of YouTube, do that by joining the link in the description down below. And yeah, I think that for now, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. And that's it. Let's just begin with Season 3, Episode 20, the Season 3 finale for The Fosters. Here we go.
And are you sure all you want is dinner at the house for your birthday?
Yeah, positive.
Courtney's coming? Yeah?
Yep.
Is there anything we need to know about her? Likes, dislikes, food allergies?
No.
I don't think
Maybe her son does have something. I need to ask.
so. Except that there's maybe something you should know, just in case it comes up. She has a kid, Mason. He's almost 3. It's not open for discussion.
What is not up for discussion? The kid?
I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt Nick either.
Aww.
He's been really sweet to me, and
But do
You
you
saved the
like
play.
him?
your play.
But the play
But the thing is that you can't be with someone as a thank you, you know?
is over.
I don't want him to jeopardize his future so he can take care of a girl and play daddy to her kid. He may be 18, but he's not an adult.
Oh yeah, well he is. He will be 18 now. Steph is very protective over her children, you know? Oh wow.
Oh my god, are those diamonds?
I never got you a proper birthday present.
You threw me a party with a DJ.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get you something special. Here, let me put it on you.
You don't need to buy her love though.
And I kissed her. Or I tried to.
Oh, okay.
Tell them why you kissed your principal.
She offered to write me a college recommendation to Brown, where she's an alumnus.
Oh.
If I
If you what?
if I gave her what she wanted.
And did she say what she
Oh
wanted?
my god.
Mrs. Adams Foster is an out lesbian, and she's
So
covering
what?
for Miss Porter because they're lovers.
What? No, they're not. They are not. Shut up. Shut up. like, honestly, Lena should have tried to be impartial on this and not try to, because it was really unnecessary for her to do that, in my opinion, for her to talk to Sally even outside the school with such a touchy subject, you know. So you're not lovers, shut up.
When I get back, you and all your crap better be out of here.
Oh, fuck off.
Why don't you move in with your boyfriend and his parents?
What an asshole. Yeah, but it might have not been a really good idea to go to your girlfriend's house to have sex while she lives with the father still, you know.
When the banks went under, not a single CEO that was responsible for all of that fraud went to jail, not a single one.
Is Justina working for them?
Aside from Pearson, I don't think we're going to be able to hold one person responsible for what happened to Jack.
Fuck, that is just so
It's
sad.
gone.
I mean, at least with the private sector, if you can't do your job, you lose it. I mean, that's accountability. Look, I know it's
I don't
confusing,
know.
Callie, but we are so close to making meaningful reform. You need to trust me.
I don't know if I do. Like, the
Okay,
entire
there's two
season has
changes to your-
gone by, and like, I don't fully trust Justina, so.
I thought I was talking about Jack.
I don't think we should.
What?
Why not?
It's too sad.
I thought
It's too sad?
stories made people write checks.
They do. But today is also your day. It's about Lost and Found and telling success stories like yours. Come on, let me show you downstairs. It looks fantastic.
I don't think you get it. I don't think Justina gets it. Oh, she's gonna find out, right? That she is working with the Arby. See? I told you. But whether she's gonna say something and keep the
Callie,
job
this
and
is Mr.
probably
Klein.
get her daughter, I'll tell the truth. It's extremely complicated.
We need reform, and the over 3,000 foster kids in San Diego County alone need it now. So it is my honor to introduce a young woman that I greatly admire, my comrade in arms and my friend, Callie Adams Foster.
Oh, she's about to drop. She's about to do something. It's so much for a friend.
And within a day of being placed with him, Jack was dead. Pearson beat him to death. And I've just learned that Justina Marks works for Arbiter. They're paying her to get a bill passed because this bill will award more contracts to for-profit companies like them. Who are not motivated by welfare, but by money.
Fuck.
Arbiter is responsible for the death of Jack. And if you pass this bill, more children will be hurt and killed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How dare you? You lied about everything.
Do you realize what you've just done?
I don't care.
You will.
Hey, bitch. Oh my god.
Excuse us.
Oh shit. I love how protective Stef is, you know?
So beverages and food are in the kitchen, out back. You know, we're doing kind of a serve yourself buffet kind of thing. So
Hey, is Callie okay?
she will be. Yeah. And tell me you were bringing Anna.
Oh yeah, we're seeing each other.
You and Anna are seeing each other.
It's because Brenda called him out.
She just had a major slip, did she not?
Yeah, she's smart.
And what's she doing with you?
Oh my god,
You know, I
stop
really
it.
like her, Dad. And she likes me for me.
Apparently not. If you had to give her a warehouse, I just hope you're getting laid.
Fuck
It's not
off.
like that.
It's always like that.
It's not.
You are not that special.
Oh,
okay?
shut up. Don't say
Which
that
is
to
why
him.
You better make something out of yourself, because this gravy train ends when you graduate college.
Well, how about this, Dad? How about this opportunity to be like an entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur.
How annoying.
Okay.
How annoying, you know, must that be that, you know, your dad doesn't trust your instincts? You know, and yes, when he gave Mariana the present, I was thinking, you know, is he trying to buy her love? Is that the way he expresses, or that he knows or things that love work by giving her things, you know, that's not how it is. And Mariana is not that way, you know, but it might be difficult for him to show how he truly feels, since look at the horrible dad that he has. Oh, damn. See, this is not what I wanted, you know? Oh, Nick. I feel bad for him now.
There's something else in there, too. It's the money from your hand settlement.
$7,500.
In an account under your name.
Okay, to save for Juilliard when you get in.
If I get in.
Oh,
You will.
this is why we wanted you to have it. Love.
Oh.
Hey, we believe in you, in your dream.
I am going to guess that he's gonna give the money to the girlfriend, right?
Callie, do you have any proof Justina Marks is employed by Arbiter?
No comment.
Is it true you made these false allegations because she found out you were having sex with your foster brother, Brandon Foster?
Oh my god! The fuck you say, woman?
What are we doing here?
That's very sweet.
After careful consideration, we are inclined to believe Miss Porter's version of events. However, we have another problem. It's come to our attention that you allowed a registered sex offender to build sets for a school play?
Oh my. Can't, like, everything is like exploding in our faces right now. I don't like this. Oh my god.
It's libel. We're gonna hire a lawyer and we're gonna sue her ass.
Not overreact.
We're
Oh,
not
she
gonna
about to
allow this woman to discredit our daughter and destroy our family with her lies, Lena. Because that's what they are.
Oh. Are they?
Callie, honey, listen to me. Listen, okay? We're gonna fight this. You hear me? We're gonna fight it.
We can't sue her.
Oh, yes, we can. We absolutely can.
No. We can't because it's true.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, guys, so that was the end of season 3, episode 20. The season 3 finale for the Fosters. Oh my god. Okay, so lots of things happen on this episode. Lots and lots and lots of things. And you ended with an image of I wanna die. Okay, I wanna die. Okay, here we go. So we start with a very beautiful moment, you know, honoring Jack's memory, you know, and Jude is able to quote, you know, the Bible, which I'm not sure how the reason why he's, you know, turned to that, so, you know, to express his feelings. But that's okay, you know. But the thing that I wouldn't want for him to go through is something that I went through, where there is this knowledge or this thing put in your head because of the Bible, because of the Catholic Church or Christians, you know, when they tell you that God doesn't like gay people, you know, that you will burn in hell, that you will, you know, this bad things that they say about queer people, you know. So I don't want that for him. I don't want him to have that fear and to start having some sort of internalized homophobia, you know, because it is the worst thing that can happen to anyone. You know, one of the worst things that can happen to anyone, where you know, feel like self-conscious about the decisions that you're making because you're thinking, will God be okay with this? You know, or where you have to give up, kinda, your belief or transform it into something else to just make it sense and be happy with who you are and who you believe, you know, in terms of God and the good things that he talked about, you know. So for me, it's extremely important, you know, to make Jude understand that it's okay to be whoever you are. And with that being said, Jude is very young. He did had a crush on Connor, and right now he thinks that is, you know, person specific, meaning that he can either be bisexual or pansexual, you know, and that is completely okay. You know, you don't need to like say and come out as gay and then later on finding out that you are more of a pansexual or bisexual or, you know, something else, something different, trans, or, you know, whatever it is. It's not once you or because you have a relationship with someone of your same gender doesn't mean that that's your label and you have to stay by it, and like, you know, you're failing anyone by not continuing with that. You know, if you're interested in another person, then, you know, so be it. You know, he's very young. He can be, you know, experimenting with his sexuality, and he is completely allowed to do that, to question whether he likes guys or if he likes girls. I do not like that it's related to the Bible and what the Bible says, but honestly, it's good, I think, you know, because he's very young, and I think that a lot of kids could relate to him in feeling confused at that time, you know, of whether they like girls or if they like boys, you know. Or I think it's very important that they did this with Jude. I think it's a very interesting storyline, and, you know, I am here for Jude and like for him to be happy with whoever he wants to be, you know. And I think that that's what really should be about. He thinks that God was punishing him. See, that's the part where I don't want him to feel guilty, or that God punishes you for this type of things. So in my opinion, I hate that he feels that way, you know. But yeah, you know, right now he seems like he's into Taylor, and we'll see what happens with that later, you know. Then we have the whole thing with Monty and the board deciding, actually, we're siding with her, you know. And in my opinion, that is just 100% wrong. You know, could Sally be lying? Yes. But let's take into consideration that she might also be telling the truth. You know, and I don't think that, I still don't think that Lena did a good thing by siding with Monty instead of with her, with Sally, because she was like, at the party, she shouldn't have talked to her. She shouldn't have, you know, prompted into like telling her, actually, you might be gay, you know, or like that she felt that way, because honestly, she could dance. And honestly, most importantly, she still could be gay, and Monty could have been taking advantage of her and groomed her, you know. So the two don't cancel each other out. Both things could be real, you know. She could have had this thoughts of maybe she is into girls, and then you have this woman who is like, you know, giving you all her attention and calling you pretty, and you might confuse things, you know. And I believe that it was Monty's entire responsibility to help to set boundaries, you know, and to set clear boundaries. How about not being in her car, you know, and like things like that, where she should have put boundaries. But now things are blowing up in our faces, bombs dropping everywhere. And the thing is that now the board knows that Lena hired, which Lena didn't do, someone who's registered as a sex offender, you know. Of course, the board doesn't know the entire story, and like it's not like Lena's gonna sit down there and like, here's the tea, okay? So, Gabe is actually my son's birth father, who got my son's birth mother pregnant when she was very young, underage, and the parents, you know, kind of like did this as a revenge, and he got in the list because of that. It's not like, you know, he has been living like that for a long time, but he is actually not a bad guy. Honestly, they should have kept Gabe away from all of this until they got the release. Why? Mostly because if you truly care about him, you wouldn't want him to be in prison, you know, and that is most likely what's going to happen, you know. So I am a little bit scared because I don't think he deserves that, you know. But it was Stef actually who brought him there, right? So yeah. Anyways, thing is that bomb came out, and then there's also something else. Finally, not finally, but like Justina, you know, well, Callie finds out that Justina is actually working for the very thing that she wants to fight against, which is having these private organizations gaining money to place children in foster care. And because of doing this, you know, because of doing this, there's a lot less control, you know. Not saying that the system is perfect and they are the only ones who can make it work, or that if something bad happens, one of them or someone or the government will take responsibility. At the end of the day, feels like these kids are left on their own, and they wish that they could be, you know, lucky enough to get a decent family. But the thing is that ultimately, these companies don't have so many filters, you know. You have someone as Pearson who abused previous, you know, kids that were with him, and now killed the kid by beating him up to death. And like I was like so like sad, you know, because Jack suffers so much throughout his life, and he never found a home, you know. In the last place he's here on Earth, he is beating down to death, you know what I mean? And like I for a minute thought, oh, he shot him. But it wasn't like that. It was that he was, not that one thing is better than the other, but just knowing that he suffered, you know, and that there was no one there to help him just breaks my heart. So Callie finds out that he has been in this, and that's the reason why maybe Justina was able to move him as well, right? Because she was working with this big company and she's taking money from them, which is because she believes that what they're doing is right, because you can hold people accountable. But turns out you really can, because the people at the top are protected and they have a lot of money. And when you have a lot of money, justice sometimes will take your side, you know? So I think that is very important for... it was very important for Callie to find out. Was it the best strategy to go off and tell Justina in front of everyone that she's a fraud, and that because of people like her and the bill, you know, that she's promoting, then they are basically the devil, you know. I don't think it was a smart thing to do. I think that she should have waited, and because this will explode in her face, and it did, you know, sadly. And now Justina is going at it, you know, and spitting fire all around. And the first thing she does is, you know, say that, you know, report that a sex offender was in the play or around the play, and also that that Monty and her were like, Monty and Lena were lovers when they weren't. Okay, and the other thing is that she told the press that there was a restraining order because, you know, Callie and Brandon were together, and Callie kind of like got frustrated and like she couldn't lie anymore, so she went ahead and told her moms about the fact that they can't sue her because she's not lying, you know. And that, man, that is just like, you know, it made me so, it's so crazy, but it happens in the last episode, of course. And now we're gonna have to wait. Well, I have to wait just a few days to watch the fourth season. But, you know, you guys really did have to wait until, you know, the fourth season aired. So, but yeah, you know, it was bound to happen. I told you guys that I knew that this was gonna happen. I didn't know when during the season, but it was gonna happen. Then you have Brandon, who is like, God bless him also, because he has a good heart. Like, everything he does, whether if it's a good decision or a bad decision, he puts his heart in it, you know, and he really, you know, there's something meaningful for him to do, you know. So it's always meaningful, I mean. And now, you know, their moms, you know, got him, well, gave him the check, you know, because of like insurance from his hand, and he got like over $7,000, and he was like, oh well, my girlfriend needs a place to stay with her kid, I'm gonna rent one. And I can't believe he actually did it. But the minute I saw that he had money, I was like, he's gonna do it. I know Brandon, you know, so he did it. He does it with, you know, he's very kind, but that's gonna cause him a bit of trouble, I think, you know. So we'll see what happens there. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. I'm kind of scared because I think that Steph is gonna get mad, and, you know, he might need the money later, you know. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Anyways, the part that left me most shocked was the fact that, what's his name? Nick. Damn it. You know, he has let us believe that he is, you know, a spoiled child, which he might as well, he is, you know, but he's someone who doesn't, because of who his father is and how he treats him, we can understand why he's the way he is, why he needs to show off, you know, because he feels that nothing else that he has is important, because the dad is there to tell him, you're not special. The only reason why they are friends with you is because you have money. And like, imagine having that being like, you've been listening to that for how many years, like your entire life probably. You start believing that, you know, you start believing that. And then he was very clear with Mariana. He says, if you did not want this, or you don't feel anything with me, then tell me. I don't like to be surprised. And sadly, Mariana didn't do it. It looked like Matt and Mariana were just giving each other like a goodbye kiss. But nevertheless, I don't think it was a good thing that Mariana, she cheated, okay? And like, that's not okay. And he, you know, all these emotions, all this rage that he has, and he doesn't know how to in a healthy way, how to deal with them. He sets the warehouse on fire, and now he's at school with a gun. Which, if you have a white boy in a school in the United States with a gun, we all know what's gonna happen. Okay? So that's something that I am really not prepared to see, and I am extremely scared for this, okay? So hopefully he doesn't do anything bad, and also he doesn't hurt himself as well. But man, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary, you know? I don't know if they will dare to go there, you know, because I watched the Fallout a few weeks ago, I think, and I thought when people recommend me things and they are like, oh, you should watch this, you should watch this, it's usually because there's some gay things going on. So I thought, oh, I'm going in for a game. Yeah, it turned out that it was a great movie because of the meaning of the movie, but it was like, you needed a trigger warning for that, man. So I don't know if they are going to be able to do it. I know that a lot of shows do this type of things, you know. Glee did it. What other shows have done school shooting episodes? There are other shows as well. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad. I really feel bad for Nick. But at the end of the day, if he does something like this, it's like, yes, you are meant to understand that there are things behind someone who does this, but at the end of the day, it's taking the lives of people. You know, you're still a bad person, you know, because you can be so fucked up, but you shouldn't hurt anyone else, you know, and hopefully he doesn't hurt anyone else, or he doesn't hurt himself either, you know, which both things will be tragic, you know, completely different, but tragic nonetheless. How do I think that Lena and Stef are going to react to this? I have no idea. How the fight between Justina and the Adam Foster family is going to continue, I have no idea. But I'm gonna guess that Rita will come back, I guess, right? She knows her way around the system as well, so maybe she will be able to help us out. But yeah, and like Anna went out to like find Gabe. Like, he was pissed, and then Mike was like, what the fuck, Anna? But like, I love that he stood up to Stef, because Brenda was like, sure, and you're here telling me this because you want it, not because mom told you to do it. Right. And then he was like, okay, no, I'm gonna man up and do this. And he did, you know, and he kind of also blow up in his face, which is terrible. But we'll see what happened. I wanna see the reaction of Lena and Stef and how they're gonna do this, if they're gonna ask Brandon to move out, or like what's gonna happen. I have no idea, but it's out in the open now, so we'll see how they deal with it. I really enjoyed this season. It was very powerful, with a lot of very touchy subjects that they handle very well. Some of them, one of them I did not particularly like, which is the whole Monty thing, you know, with Sally. But other than that, the season went extremely well, and I truly enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and I hope you guys continue supporting for more. So after this, we have season 4 and season 5, so stay tuned for that, because even if it takes me another year, which it probably won't, but you know, it's gonna take me a little bit longer to finish those 2 seasons. But if I keep up with this rhythm, I think that we can make it, and we can be done with all the episodes of The Fosters soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much. Give it a lot of thumbs up, hearts, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I hope you guys enjoy. And for now, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for The Fosters. Mwah. Bye, guys.